And then the students go on into the higher levels, high school, whichever reference you want to give it, and they start using KONOS themselves independently as an independent student so that they can grow in maturity and independent. This is basically a journey through the Bible for the student themselves and discovering the word on their own, not mom teaching them with picture smart lessons and teaching, they're actually discovering the word. So what we found when our children did this, I would walk into wherever they were busy and they were always had a Bible open next to them. I mean, literally always. They couldn't do this without the Bible. It just delighted me, as you can imagine, because it actually took them on that journey on their own. Now, I know a lot of people are not doing this. A lot of people are missing it out because they're busy getting ready for the exam, whatever the exam was, whichever one. They're busy getting ready for the exam. So I've got one of the moms in where we live. She's got 5 children. She said the first one, she got ready for the exams. That one said, Mom, please don't do this to the other children, because we were on this track with home education. It was so wonderful. We were family and living together, and now I had to sit and study. I pass the exams, I get my paper, I go to the university, and they don't let me in anyway. So rather just stay on the track you were on with the rest of my siblings. That's what the eldest asked of her mother. And the next one did this, because now there was time because they weren't getting ready for the exams. The next one did this. Got these testimonies, real life truth testimonies, okay? She did this, and so now she didn't get her certificate and she didn't do the exams and everything else, and she got into university. Why is that? How did that happen? She prayed before she went. She asked God, if this is what you want for me, then you must show me. She went with her own portfolio. She went and had an appointment with the dean. She didn't stand in line with her paper like all the others, because she didn't have that paper. So she went and had an appointment. And she said, this is why I believe I need to be doing this degree. And he said, impressive. He's like quite impressed with this student. This student must be in this university. Right? You want to know more about that? You go on the Oikos website and you go and listen to Dr. J. He speaks about, where is it on the website? Oh, you can just browse around. I don't exactly know where it is, but he speaks about why the colleges and universities in America are headhunting home educators. And they don't say to them when they arrive, could you show me what exams you have, please? They said, don't worry about that. We don't need to know we're just looking for the character. We're looking for the leaders. We're looking for the people that know how to study, that are serious about their own education, that are actually going to give our institution a good name because they're excellent students. That's what's happening. The other thing that's happening is in the UK, they are not asking people for their qualification portfolio. They're doing character analysis. And they're employing people in the firms to do interviews and do character analysis with those that are prospective employees. They don't ask them, what are your skills? Because they figure whatever their skills are, they might not actually match what they need them to be. So let's get the character, let's make sure we're getting the right character person so that person can be fitted in accordingly and not come in boxed in their way and their skills, and my skills are the following and this is how we do things. No, they don't want that. Now, again, I know I'm being extreme, and I know there's place for skills and qualifications and all the rest of it, but what I want to say to you is for you to recognize God in this. Before the world changed, before you could have the World Wide Web and you could have Google and you could do your own certificates online and you can do online courses and you can register at universities online and your children can carry on at home and get a degree. They don't have to go to a university. The thing that's most important to the universities is your credit card number and your bank balance. Okay, you want to register here, what's your credit card number? And then you can pay and then you can register. Here's your student number. Yeah, that's the truth. We've actually practiced it ourselves. When Jamie wanted to do studying in this, technology, camera, film, all the rest of it, we went and looked at the various different ways that he could further his knowledge and his education and his understanding of this thing that God was calling him into. He needed to be equipped. So you see, I'm not just chucking it out. Here I've got my own son that needed to be equipped in the area that God was calling him into. And so we looked at various things, and then he went online and we put in our credit card details, and he did the courses and he got a little certificate. Oh, look, Mom, my first certificate ever. And it said, you know, that he has completed this particular course, whatever it was, on editing or sound or something or other, and he can print it out and he can put it in his portfolio. Who cares? Does it matter? What matters is, does he understand now about film editing? Can he do a good job? Is he doing a good job on the website with the productions? Anybody watched them yet? Is he doing a good job? Make a sound. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Right, so that's KONOS, that character. He needed character to be able to endure through areas of this technology that were definitely not his interest. Definitely not, okay? But he had to learn it to be able to do a complete job. So you see, if he went into university and he was following this course and they said, okay, now we're going to do a module on this or whatever, and he goes, no, I'm not really interested in that. I won't do that part. I won't do that. I'll do these parts. He's going to come out with only those parts. 6 of the 12 required, correct? Then he's going to go and work in a studio, and he won't be able to do that and that because he was only trained in that and that. You see? Is it correct? Is it right? So now he is self-taught, self-trained. He had to do it all. He's a one-man show, one-man band. He had to do it all. And I can't teach him anymore, can I? Because I don't know anything about any of this stuff because I'm busy talking to you and he's just got to do the job right. Okay, so, and then we're going to share it with everybody else. But now, how did all that happen? I'll tell you how it happened. It happened with this. He can tell you himself how it happened with this. There's his manual, his life manual, followed by, no, I keep grabbing this again, I should just leave it there, followed by training his character. Because let me tell you, there were times that he didn't want to persevere. I had to remind him, remember the perseverance unit, Jamie? Should we take it out again? Should we start over and do perseverance again? Or are you going to now exercise the characteristic of perseverance? Because he has to, because otherwise he's not going to be. So he didn't do it to pass the test to get the qualification so that he could do the job. Do you see what I'm saying? It's just a completely different approach to everything.